Namaskar class 9th. So today we will begin with our new chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life known as cell. So as we studied in our previous chapters about matter, so in this chapter we will study the basic organization of cell, the body, the important units, their types, the structures of cells and their different organelles. Okay, in class 8th you all have studied this chapter, so here we are going in a little bit detail of those topics. So first of all, it is considered as the fundamental thing. Cell. Okay, so cell is considered as a fundamental thing for us, for our life. Life is a very important thing, and if cell is considered as a fundamental unit of the life, it means it is a very important part, because as we all know that the matter's smallest unit is atom. Okay, so the matter, the substances, compounds, elements, they all have a basic unit, same unit known as matter. Similarly, in biological terms, the body organization is having the simplest thing, which is known as cell. It means the whole body organized by a very smallest unit, which is known as cell. So it means simply the cell performs all the metabolic activities which are required by the body to survive. That is why it is considered as a fundamental thing. So I hope this is clear. Now children, the cell term, it is termed as a structural unit of life. Why structural unit? Because cell, when they come into a group, they will form a tissues and they will form a layers of different cells. Okay, so as we have on our skin, we have a epidermal layer. Okay, epidermis. So plants also having layers made up of cells, as well as humans and animals. Okay, so I can say that cell is termed as a structural unit of life because it gives or it defines the structure of the body, whether it is plant or whether it is animal. Okay, so cell is considered as the structural unit as well as the functional unit of life or the body. Why functional? Because it performs all the important metabolic functions of the body. Right, important functions like respiration, digestion, egestion, inhale of the gas, exhalation of the gas. Okay, circulation. In our body is actually made up of cells, and cells combinedly form tissues, then organ system. Hence the smallest basic unit is cell. So cell is the one who is going to perform all the activities which are required for the survival of the body. Hence it is considered as the structural unit as well as the functional unit. Now cell is very small in size. We cannot see the cell through our naked eyes, so we require some instrument. That instrument is known as microscope. Microscope is of various types. They may be simple microscope, electron microscope. Okay, so these microscopes help us to visualize the structure of the cells in different organisms. Okay, in plants and in animals both. So cell is only observed by microscope. Okay, there is a compound microscopes also. Okay, now discovery of cell. Now come to the next topic, discovery of the cell. It is discovered by a great scientist, Robert Hooke, in 1665. Robert Hooke was the one who first observed the dead cells in cork, or I can say bark of the tree. Bark of the tree. Okay, so Robert Hooke first discovered the dead cell of the cork. Okay, and he observed that cell is made up of many group of cells. Okay, and it form a layers. But those cells, whatever he observed, they were dead, so there was no living activity happened in that. But the credit goes to Robert Hooke because he first of all discovered the basic structure of cell. How cell looks like. We can also see onion peel, we have this experiment also, onion peel experiment. We have to extract the very single layer of the onion. It is known as peel, and we have to keep it on the glass slide, and then we have to mount it and see under the microscope. We will observe the different layers of the cells. They are arranged in a very specific arrangement. Okay, so that experiment we will do later on. So the discovery credit goes to Robert Hooke. Later on, Mr. Leeuwenhoek, Antony Leeuwenhoek, this was the scientist who first observed the living cell in water. In water, the credit goes to observe the living cell. The credit goes to Antony Leeuwenhoek. He was the one. Similarly, we all know that cell is have a nucleus, like atom is have a nucleus in chemistry point of view. In biological terms, the cell is actually maintained by a very important part organelle that is known as nucleus. So nucleus is the brain of cell, which controls all the metabolic activity happen inside it. So it was observed by Robert Brown in 1831. Okay, in 1831 Robert Brown observed the nucleus of the cell. Okay, then later on Skeleton, Scoven in 1839 they give us cell theory. Cell theory is again an important part, because like whatever we have a postulate about the matter. Okay, similarly here we have a postulates about cell, the body organization, which is known as cell theory, and it is given by Skeleton and Scoven in 1839. So he said that all living organism is composed of cells. All body is composed of very smallest particle, which is known as cell. And cell is the fundamental and structural unit of life, and the new cells comes from the pre-existing cells. It means cells are also having their age. Okay, they destroy, they prepare their own copies at some point of time whenever it is required by the body. Okay, and they dead also. So whatever the new copies are forming, they are formed from the pre-existing cells. So they are actually known as mitotic cells. Okay, there are two types of cells, mitotic or mitosis. So means germ cells and somatic cells. So somatic cells are actually the cells which are not present in the reproductive part of the body. Okay, and for example the cells of skin, they are considered as somatic cells. So whatever cells divide of the skin, they will form the exact copy of it. And germ cells are present in the reproductive cell part of the body. So it means whenever they replicate or they divide, they will give some differences in their new generations. That is why we are different from our parents. That we will study later on. But here cell theory states that new cells which are producing by the pre-existing cells, they are exact copy of their parents. Right? Now we will have the next topic, various cells, types of cells. Okay, let's see types of cells in blood. Okay, the simple example is blood. Blood is known as a connective tissue of a body, because it connects each and every organ, each and every part of the body. Hence it is known as connective tissue. So in human blood we have variety of cells like RBCs, WBCs, platelets, lymphocytes. Similarly, we have other cells in other part of the body like sperm, ovum, nerve cells, like muscle cells, bone marrow. They all have cells. So our whole body is made up of smallest unit cell, and they all perform different types of functions which are essential for our survival. Okay, so this is all about the cell theory and the introduction part of this chapter. Now we need to learn the structures of nerve cell. That is also important part. Okay, what about amoeba? In class